welcome back. And some news from Delhi now. 6 days to go for the Commonwealth Games and the big focus is now on the athletes' village. The Chief Minister, who has been overseeing efforts to get things back on track, today said she can't give a time limit when the complex will be ready. The village has missed several deadlines and a few countries say it is not up to the mark. The Chief Minister also hit out at the Delhi Development Authority, saying they should have handled the village better.
It's improving by the hour. We inherited a very difficult situation, but it's improving almost by the hour. And I do hope that at the end of it all, whatever we can do, of course, there are some seepages which the builders and the DDA should have looked at earlier. Those buildings will remain till they are dried up thanks to the sun. Otherwise, we will finish whatever we can and whatever is possible for us to do.
Now, with regard to the same case, under attack has been the head of Commonwealth Organising Committee, Suresh Kalmadi, who had said that the Games village will be better than anything seen to date. Today, he reiterated his position again.
मैं तो कब से कह रहा हूँ सब ठीक है. जो गेम्स विलेज मुझे लेट मिला था, सफाई करने का मेरा काम नहीं है एक्चुअली. ये तो पहले सफाई करके मुझे मिलना चाहिए था. जो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी का काम है, खेल नियोजन करने का काम है. और सब गेम्स विलेज में अभी सब लोग बहुत खुश हैं.
Now, in a glimmer of hope from Kashmir, after remaining shut for 100 days, schools in the Kashmir Valley reopened today with students and teachers given a free passage by security forces despite curfew and restrictions in many parts. Attendance wasn't entirely normal against the backdrop of hardline Hurriyat leader Syed Ali Shah Gilani's call to parents not to send their children to schools and to colleges. The State Education Minister yesterday announced a comprehensive plan for restarting the learning process and holding of annual examinations in the valley. He said the department will ensure that students of the valley do not lose a precious academic year due to the ongoing unrest. The Home Minister has welcomed the opening of schools and reached out to the parents. Now, for the second time in as many years, Chennai is hosting the Challenger Beach Volleyball Championship, where teams from across the world are fighting it out for the top spot. Ironically, there are very few Indian teams in the fray. The reason? Conservative India isn't ready to let girls wear the necessary uniform. Sudarshan reports. Rock music, go-go girls and rowdy singing. All these are an integral part of beach volleyball. And with 32 men's teams and 24 women's teams from across the world thronging to the Elliott's Beach to participate in the Challenger Beach Volleyball Championship, it's time for Chennai sports lovers to get to see some real action on the sand.
More fun, more music. It's very good, very nice. It's most like lifestyle, not a game. It's all like lifestyle, you know.
But the game, which is very popular in other parts of the world, is yet to gain ground in India, especially among women. There wasn't a single woman participant from India in 2008, and this time also, it is yet to be decided. And the reason for that is the D word, the dress code. With a bikini being the prescribed uniform for women beach volleyball players, India, it seems, is too conservative for the sport.
I'm sure that has to do with traditions for the sports, results coming up. So if India makes some strong teams, I'm sure the sport will also increase in popularity.
I think beach volleyball is very popular all over the world. In Germany, both women and men play a lot of beach volleyball, and it's still great fun and everyone loves it, men and women.
With the city becoming one of the hotspots for beach volleyball in the last few years, it's perhaps time the game doesn't get sidelined among Indians for all the wrong reasons. In Chennai, with Sudarshan, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu. Now, all Rajni fans who still think you have time to book your tickets for Endiran, they have been sold out for 2 weeks. In the run-up to the biggest release of all times, we are offering you a chance to take home tickets to the first day, first show of the movie Endiran. Now, like always, send us the one-liner describing your superstar of all times, Rajnikant. Along with the answer to this question, which was the first film in which Rajnikant and director Shankar worked together? A. Kusalan, B. Sivaji or C. Veera? You can send in your answers on our email ID, that's feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. Now with that, it's a wrap on headlines now. Stay tuned to NDTV Hindu for the latest news and updates. Thank you for watching.